Hello all, and welcome to my first edition of At Ukoko Speaks weekly chats. And it's been an eventful week throughout the world. And where do we start? Might as well start in USA, where Donald Trump and his Republican Party have yet again been disgraced, this time in failing to get their healthcare policy bill through. This after all his noise of saying that he would do everything to get rid of Obamacare, and then he stopped at the first hurdle. At the last minute, Republicans pulled this healthcare bill because they wasn't going to get enough votes. Imagine not even getting enough votes from your own party. So it's back to the drawing board for Donald Trump. And it's not that easy being president of the United States. It's not like Apprentice USA where you're in charge of firing and hiring and stuff. This is the most powerful position in the world, and it's not been a good start from Donald Trump and the Republican Party. And now moving over to UK, where it was a historical week where Prime Minister Theresa May signed Article 50, which triggered the divorce from the EU. And some say it would take 2 years, some say it would take longer. Depends on the progress of the negotiations of a deal. The way the EU is speaking, it could take quite a while because they're talking about 50 billion even before any kind of negotiations are spoken about. So we'll see how that goes. But it would just be good viewing depending on what side you're on. Now moving over to sports, and it was the opening race in F1, much awaited return, and it was quite a good race as well. Lewis Hamilton was saying that before the race that Ferrari were favourites, and he wasn't wrong because Ferrari were blistering pace in the race, and Vettel raced off into the distance and Mercedes couldn't even catch them. We will know if it's a new dawn or if it's nothing but a one race wonder from Ferrari. The next race will tell us if Ferrari are really there to challenge, or will it be normal service resumed from Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton. We'll wait to see what happens. And in football, it was International Week, and it was a return for Defoe, and he returned in style, the golden oldie, scoring a vital opening goal for England against Lithuania to keep them on top of the group. And also important wins for other home nations, Scotland and Northern Ireland. And then there was a draw for Ireland and Wales, which ended badly for Coleman, who had his leg broken in two places by an awful challenge by Neil Taylor, and he's out for the season or even for longer. And how the mighty have fallen in Holland. Former World Cup finalists not long ago failed to make the Euros, and now it looks like they're going to fail to make next year's World Cup. And with that, they've sacked their latest manager, Danny Blind. And looking at the Holland squad, it doesn't look good at the moment. It doesn't look good. It looks like they could be gone for a while. Well, we'll see how that goes for them as well. And then we have Roger Federer rolling back the years, and what a start to 2017 for him, winning an epic final against his nemesis and longest arch rival Nadal in the Australian Open to win a record 18th Grand Slam. He then went on to win the Indian Wells Masters, and now a couple of hours ago, or not just recent, he's beaten Nadal again, this time in straight sets, to win the Miami Masters. So it's been a brilliant comeback from Roger after last year's injury woes. Roger is on fire and he's the man to beat. We don't even know what's happened to Murray and Novak, almost forgotten after their poor start to 2017 with injuries and poor form. And where do we go to next? In the Premiership has returned, and it started with Liverpool v Everton in the Merseyside derby, and it was a quality game with quality finishes from Liverpool to once again put Everton to the sword, who haven't beat Liverpool at Anfield since 1999. And no wonder Lukaku doesn't want to sign a new contract. He's seen how far he's taken Everton, and they're not on the level of him anymore, so he needs to move on to a team that can offer him challenges for major trophies and also Champions League football. So expect Lukaku to leave in the summer, where the likes of Chelsea and Man United will be leading contenders for him. And then in other news, which is in the train industry in UK, Stagecoach, who were the franchise owners of Southwest Trains since 1996, have lost the franchise to First Group MTR. And it's a big blow for Stagecoach because this was their bread and butter franchise, even though they got a few others. So we will see what that new franchise owners, First Group and MTR, bring to the Southwest services. What they will do, if they're going to keep the guards or not going to keep the guards. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure passengers of that services will be interested in how it develops. Yes, and I think that's it for this week. And thank you for viewing my Ukoko weekly chats. Can you let me know in your reviews how you thought this first edition of at Ukoko Speaks weekly chats was for you? I look forward to your comments. Thank you.